What's up? Brandon Lilly here. I'm going to be talking to you today a little bit about the 365 Strong article that I wrote. And if you didn't read it, basically it's my belief that, our bodies can achieve a lot more than we're asking them to day in and day out. The 365 strength base that I talk about is a certain set of numbers that you could do every single day of the year. And in the article I referenced that I pulled I pulled 750, 760, and 777 in 3 straight days. I've benched 506 straight days, and so on and so forth. But at some point, there is a number that you could repeat every single day. And the lifts that are relative and important to me: squat, bench, deadlift, overhead, and pull-ups. For a weightlifter, it might be what he can clean. For a strongman, it might be what he can 18-inch deadlift versus a floor deadlift. They're personal numbers. My definition of my 365 strong is different than yours. But the thing I want people to understand about the 365 strong is that this is not only for the gym, but this is the foundation for everything that I look at in my life. Our body, our mind, our ability to learn and adapt tells me that we're here for high achievement. Whether you believe in God or you believe in evolution or whatever you believe in, our bodies are here for a purpose. You are here for a purpose. I'm here for a purpose. And we have an ability, an exceptional ability, to progress. We're not meant to be fat asses sitting on the couch feeding our faces with shitty food and being 400 pounds of just fucking fat. We're supposed to be excellent and high performing, species. So the inspiration, or really the thing that got the wheels turning for me about being able to push every aspect of my life, came from an article I read about how small children learn. And there was a contrast. It was actually an experiment done in the 50s, and it's kind of, it would be criticized and outlawed today, but they did it. They took several children less than 2 years old, and they deprived them of very much human contact. They didn't give them very many toys. They were basically isolated, and their ability to learn for the rest of their life was impeded because early on they didn't build the foundation for that. And then on the other hand, this experiment was done years later. They took children, I think it was 13 children, aged between 2 and 3 years old, and they exposed them to multiple languages. They exposed them to paintings and songs and colors and words, numbers, math problems, books. Anything that you could perceive as knowledge, they presented it to these children over and over and over in different ways. And what happened is the children began to pick it up. They began to adapt to the stimulus that was being given to them. So I look at our body as a functioning organism, that works in unison. So if our brain can increase and improve at that level, then why can't our bodies? So that's kind of how I started going in the gym. It's not always going to be heavy weight that yields you the best results. Sometimes it's going to be volume. At other times it will be heavy weight. But along with the gym, you have to have everything in order to allow your body to adapt correctly. So 4 things: training, sleep, nutrition, and prehab and rehab. Those things right there will make you the best lifter you can be. You have to push the envelope on all of those things to adapt. If it takes you 8 hours to recover through sleep and you're only sleeping 6, how are you ever going to be able to recover completely? If you need to stretch for 25 minutes to get warmed up properly and cool down with 15 minutes of stretching, but you're only warming up with 10 minutes of stretching and cooling down for 5, how are you ever going to stay healthy enough to achieve what you can achieve? If your body and the training that you put it through is requiring day in and day out 4,000 calories of fuel, but you're only putting in 3,000 calories on some days, and on other days you're putting in 5,000 calories of shit, how do you expect to be the best you can be? Guy was riding my ass. I just about killed him right there. Sorry. But anyway, it doesn't make sense to me how we've let ourselves go to the point that we have when we have so much capability within inside of us. And like I said, it's not just for me in the gym, it's outside the gym. You know, I'm just like anybody else. I mean, I've made a million mistakes. I've had hard times, but I've really truly found that when I take control of everything that I can in my life and let go of things that I can't control, then everything seems to get better. And that's what you really have to do in the gym. If somebody thinks you're an idiot for trying to improve all your lifts in such a way that you're 365 strong, let them laugh. Let them call you stupid, whatever. Because I was that guy. I'm still that guy. People tell me that I'm going to fail all the time, and people tell me that I'm an idiot for training the way that I do and that the cube doesn't work. But I don't care. Their system may work well for them. I'm not going to argue with them about it, because if they believe in it, that's their right. I'm just going to keep doing what I believe in and keep trying to make gains the best that I can. And that's what I used to get involved in. I used to get involved in so many little battles that were irrelevant, and they were detracting from moving forward. So I know this video probably doesn't make sense to all of you. I hope it does to some. I'm going to be doing more writings about the 365 strong and how it actually evolved into the cube. But it doesn't have to. You don't have to be on the cube method to believe that. You don't have to be on the cube method to make that a reality within your training. There are just certain things you need to do to increase what is your 365 strong. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks to those who gave me the feedback, and I'll talk to you guys soon.